All right, hi, fifth grade. Hope you're having a great day. We're going to continue our work with multiplying decimals. Um, so the process, the algorithm is the same. The only thing that you have to remember is at the end of the problem to make sure you're placing the decimal in correctly. So let's start with the first problem together. Let's do 1 and 38 hundredths times 32. So I'm going to start out with an estimate. Okay, so 1 and 38 hundredths, I would simply just round to 1. And since I'm multiplying by 1, I would just do 1 times 32. And my estimate means my product needs to be about 32. So let's go ahead and set up our problem. 1 and 38 hundredths times 32. Remember, it's kind of like the problem we're actually just doing is 138 times 32, because we ignore the decimal and don't worry about it until the end. So we're going to go ahead and just do the multiplication like we have been doing. 8 times 2 is 16. Put down the 6. Carry the 1. 3 times 2 is 6. Add on 1 is 7. 1 times 2 is 2. So we are finished with the 2. Clean it all up. We are ready to make our way into the tens place. So we're going to show that by putting a place 0, because that is not a 3. It is a 30. So 8 times 3 is 24. Put down the 4. Carry the 2. 3 times 3 is 9. Add on 2 is 11. Put the 1 down. Carry the 1. 1 times 3 is 3. Add on 1 is 4. So we have our second partial product. So we're ready to add 6, 11. Carry the 1, 4, and 4. And our last thing, this is not 4,416, because we remember up here we have a tenths place and we have a hundredths place. So that means in our factors, our product must match with a tenths place and a hundredths place. Go ahead and add my decimal. So my product is 44 and 16 hundredths. Look at our estimate. It was 32. And remember, I rounded this down, so therefore this estimate will be lower of an estimate than there. So 44 is about 32. All right, let's try another one. So we're going to do 3 and 55 hundredths times 89. So we're going to take an estimate first. 3 and 55 hundredths, I'm going to round to 4. 89, I'm going to round to 90. So 4 times 9 is 36. Add on 1 0. So my estimate's going to be about 360. So let's go ahead and write that problem. 3 and 55 hundredths times 89. Set it up. All right, we're ready to start with this 9. We're going to need to know our 9 facts. So 5 times 9 is 45. Put down the 5. Carry the 4. 5 times 9 is 45. Add on 4. 49. Carry the 4. 3 times 9 is 27. Add on 4 is 31. So I'm finished with the 9. Clean it all up. I'm ready to move into the tens place. So I need to show that with a place 0, because that is not an 8, it is an 80. 5 times 8 is 40. Put down the 0. Carry the 4. 5 times 8 is 40. Add on 4 is 44. Carry the 4. 3 times 8 is 24. Add on 4 is 28. Got my 2 partial products. I'm ready to add. But last but not least, cannot forget, I do have a tenths and a hundredths place. So I need the same in my product. So therefore, my product is 315 and 95 hundredths. And take a look at my estimate, 360. 315 is pretty close because we rounded both of these numbers up. So therefore, this would be greater than our actual answer. So we're going to do one more together. So let's do 0 and 56 hundredths times 432. All right, 456 times 4, 432. So we're going to do an estimate first. So for this one, I could simply round this up to 1, okay? But notice if I round it up to 1, I am rounding it up quite a bit. So if I did this 1 times 432, I know it's going to be about 432. However, this is actually, if I did this, I could round it also to 0.5 and this to 400. And then I'm going to solve it the same way, pretending the decimal's not there and add it at the end. 5 times 4 is 20. Add on 2 zeros. But I have 1 decimal place, so it technically goes right there. So that kind of narrows it down. So my total product is going to be basically between 200 and 432. So let's go ahead and set this up. Now, I'm looking at it, and this 0 here, I'm not going to need to multiply that. So therefore, I'm going to put the 432 on top, because this would be a 3-digit technically times a 2-digit. So let's set that up that way. 432 times 0 and 56 hundredths. So it's basically like doing 432 times 56. So let's go ahead and start. We're starting with the 6. So 2 times 6 is 12. Put down the 2. Carry the 1. 3 times 6 is 18. Add on 1 is 19. Put down the 9. Carry the 1. 4 times 6 is 24. Add on 1 is 25. All finished with that. And we are moving into the next place value. It's 10 times greater, so I'm going to show that with a place 0. Everything's going to be multiplied to that 5. 2 times 5 is 10. Down to 0. Carry the 1. 3 times 5 is 15. Add on 1 is 16. Carry the 1. 4 times 5 is 20. Add on 1 is 21. So I'm ready to go ahead and add. I get 2, 9, 11. Carry the 1, 4, and 2. But last but not least, look at our 2 estimates also. Looking at, we got a tenths and a hundredths place, which means we need a tenths and a hundredths place. Put in our decimal. Look at our estimate. I said it would be between 200 and 432. And our final answer is 241 and 92 hundredths. All right, so 5th grade, just be careful, be cautious. The biggest mistakes I see 5th graders make is forgetting that decimal place or not counting enough decimal places. Make those estimates. It also will help you place the decimal place. So have a great day. Bye.